Hey guys, so Namaskaram. Today this video is about very rare incident that happened in this world, particularly in Nepal. So this story is not there anywhere. Maybe lots of people, almost all of us are completely unaware of this particular story, this particular incident that happened in this world. So let's begin. Shall we begin? The story is about the Kathmandu Valley. So right, Kathmandu Valley. Where is it? Kathmandu is capital city of Nepal. So how was it created? And who created this? And what happened? How did this whole process of creation of the whole city went? So this brings us to explain that, to prove that the Kathmandu city is the most mystical city in the world. How it's created is one of the rarest event that happened in the world, and it's completely recorded, and the proofs are still there. So that is the whole main thing for this. Uh, so long time ago, this will be a kind of historicism. You'll like it probably. So please go through the whole of the video. Don't just skip in 2 minutes. So this happened long time ago. It was around 20,000 years ago, according to some scientific communities. This incident happened around 20,000 years ago. So if you look at the history of this part of the world, 5,000 years ago there was Mahabharata. Krishna walked upon this land 5,000 years ago, and 10,000 years ago there was Ramayana. That means Ram walked upon this land, Sita walked upon this land 10,000 years before. So this is estimated to be almost 20,000 years ago. So this must be before that also. So here in Kathmandu, in the middle of Nepal, there was a huge lake. Okay, this lake was called Nagavasa. Nagavasa literally means the dwelling place of the Nagas. And this lake also was called Kaladha. Kaladha means the black lake. So in this lake, many Nagas, Nagas, I'll explain to you what Nagas are little later. But in this particular lake, which is very huge, there used to live Nagas, and once upon a time in that lake, what happened was there sprung one lotus flower. One lotus flower, huge lotus flower, 5 colored lotus flower, and it radiated light. This 5 colored light, it radiated, and this lotus had the possibility to empower people spiritually. So it had a spiritual possibility. So this lotus, which just blossomed in the middle of Nagavasa lake, which is currently in Kathmandu, gathered, pulled, attracted lot of people, particularly yogis, siddhas, and whoever are more clairvoyant in nature, whoever are knowledgeable. These people, it attracted a lot of them. So this Nagavasa, this Kathmandu, was kind of a center of the world at that time. Everybody would say, just you have to go to this lake. There's a lotus there, Swayambhu. So the name of the lotus was called Swayambhu. Swayambhu literally means self-born. So the one which is created by itself without any father or mother or anything. So that's called Swayambhu. So this lotus was called Swayambhu. Okay. So this lotus attracted everyone all around the world. The rumors went on that, the information went on that in Nagavasa lake there a lotus has sprung, and this lotus is five colored, and it's so bright, so radiant, and it has a huge spiritual possibility. So everybody who comes there to this lake, so do the parikrama. If you don't know parikrama, it means you'll have to circumambulate the whole lake, or the mainly the lotus. So this happened, this went on, it became, very visited place at that time. So this information kind of went to the northern part of Nepal in China, and it's particularly in the Mount Utao. It's called Five Terraced Mountain. So there this information went, and to be exact, scripture says, the Swayambhu Puran says that Manjushri, the great sage, great Siddha, the accomplished master, he kind of had a vision of lotus flower in his meditation. So because of that vision, he decided to walk all the way from China. So Manjushri heard about this, and he from Mount Utao, then he and his retinue and his people and his wives and his disciples, everybody gathered, and then they decided to take a journey from that part of the world, walk and come to Nepal, Kathmandu, currently at that time Nagavasa. So he came to this place Nagavasa, and he saw, oh my God, he was mind boggled, his mind is completely blown away by seeing this lake, which is so radiant, so powerful, so bright, and with such a possibility that everyone who is just near to the lotus is really touched deeply. So he sits there, meditates upon it, and takes the whole of this, its energy, and then he circumambulates with his people. He settles down there in the bank of Nagavas lake, and he circumambulates the whole place. And after some time, he decides, okay, this lotus is so bright, so radiant, so powerful, and with such a possibility, spiritual possibility, everyone has the right to take a close darshan of this lotus, close encounter of this lotus. So he decides that at that moment, he decides that, okay, this lake has to be drained. This whole of lake has to be drained. All the water has to be taken out. And here, a huge city under the light of this lotus, whole city will develop. The civilization will happen. So at that moment, he decides, okay, we should drain this water out and make this place habitable. And most of all, the most important thing is, everyone should be able to take close look at the lotus, which is blossoming so bright. Swayambhu lotus. So he went in one of the hill just close by, and he went up to the hill, sat there, camped there, and his disciples are there, his wives are there, two wives are there, Moksada and Varada. So these two wives are there, and his disciples are there. So he has a huge plan. Okay, how do we drain this lake out? So he's a mystic. You should understand, Manjushri is one of the highest order of mystic. So he is the one who, he was also the one who left his body trying to grasp the knowledge of Kailas. Whatever the knowledge that is there in Kailas, he tried to grasp all of it, and in that process he got dissolved into the Kailas. So he's one of that kind of sage who can grasp the knowledge which is there in Kailas. So in trying to do that, that's the last part of his life. So here now he wants to drain this lake out. So what he tells his disciple is, bring out one sword, golden sword, prepare one golden sword. So his disciples go out and gather gold and make one huge, very large sword, and that sword is called Chandrahasa. So finally, everybody is so excited. All the people from all around the world has come there, seeing, listening to the Manjushri, his vision, how it should go and what should happen. So they are listening to all of it, and they are awed by whatever they are hearing. Then there's a sword there, Chandra has a sword. Disciples have prepared it. Now there's going to be a huge, very powerful ritual is going to happen now. So what happens is he creates one mandala. So he creates one mandala. In that mandala, he places this sword there. Now the ritual is happening. His disciples are doing something, and all the mantras that has to be chanted, all the mudras that has to be taken, everything is done. All the necessary materials that needs to be there, everything is prepared. All the gathering is there. A lot of people, all the yogis, siddhas, tantrics, everybody is watching and participating in the process there. So the final part, the day has come now. The plan is, you'll be little psyched by hearing this. The plan, the Manjushri's plan is, he's going to cut one of the hill, which is now called Chobar. So he's going to cut Chobar into two pieces. He is literally going to make a cut in between Chobar, and out of that cut, whole water, all the water of Kathmandu Valley is going to go out. So that is his plan. And listening to this plan, everybody is kind of awed. Okay, what is this? Is this even possible? So this is a long time ago, and he's a mystic of a highest caliber. So the sword is there. The final ritual is about to happen. So it's in the middle of the day. Mantras are going on. He's chanting, and he's circumambulating this sword which is there inside the mandala. He's circumambulating, and you see suddenly the whole sky, the clear sky, is gathering all dark cloud. Everything is getting cloudy with dark cloud, and it's looks like it's raining. It's going to rain, but it doesn't rain. So he's still going on with the mantra. Everything is going on. He's circumambulating everything. Everybody is what's going to happen. The energy is getting so intense. Something is going to happen, but they don't know what. So he's chanting some mantra, and he's holding some mudra in his hand. The energy is getting so intense. That everybody is pitch silent. Everybody is utterly silent. The sky is dark black. It looks like thunder is going to come, but it doesn't come. It looks like rain is going to come, but it doesn't come. So finally, the final moment, what happened is the energy becomes really heavy, and the sword, which was just a metal, just few hours before, the sword which is just a metal sitting there is now a huge presence. It's not just a sword. It carries a huge presence. It's the very presence of that sword is so heavy. So this is kind of getting everyone very excited. So whole sky gets cloudy, and everybody is looking there. And at last moment, when energy is at its peak, he carries out that sword and makes the action. Boom. Then suddenly huge thunderstorm builds up and cuts the Chobar hill right through. And the noise that it makes is so incredible that it's like a whole earth is crackling up. Earthquake is coming, kind of, because the huge hill that is called Chobar right there in front of their eyes, with the thunderstorm that he created out of that cloud, has cut the Chobar hill into two pieces. It's literally two now. There's a gorge there which is cut just by the sheer energy of that sword. Then the sound overwhelms everyone who is present there, and they are so, awestruck. They don't know what to say also. They don't know how to scream also. They don't know anything. They don't know what to do. They're just seeing it and they're overwhelmed with it. And at that moment, the Manjushri kind of settles down, and then the water of the lake, the huge black lake that was there, it's just the water is flowing out so rapidly, so gigantically, that the water gets cleared away in just 3 days. Whole of the water of Kathmandu Valley flows out, and it brings flood, landslide, all kinds of things to the other lower terrain that is there. Whole of earth is literally shaken by the power of Manjushri. So this happens, and then after 3 days, the whole lake is drained. All the water has come out, and then with this particular incident, the Swayambhu that is there, is lighting up so bright, and everybody is so happy that the lotus is now, everyone can have a closer look of this lotus. Everyone can feel closely of this lotus. So now everybody is so happy and the mission is completed, but one problem is there. So in this, one serpent, one celestial naga gets angry. So we'll continue this in the next chapter.